YouTube, what's going on? It's Desean Brady back with you with another video. Today, I'm going to strictly focus on how to increase your bench press. Now, shout out to all the beginners who, when they first come to the gym, I'm already knowing, just like me, you go straight to the bench press. And you instantly, you want to get stronger. You want the looks too, but you want to get stronger. So today, I'm going to show you a quick routine that you can do just in case you don't have one, and some of the tips and tricks that can help you grow your bench press to whatever your goal is. See, for me, when I first came in, I was benching like 135 and only weighed 150 pounds. Now, you should be able to at least lift your body weight, at least. So, but my goal was 225. So, it's all about, on your journey, it's all about consistency. It's about taking your time, no rush, because you don't want to hurt yourself, and doing the things the right way, so you'll be able to grow at each step. Every time you come in here, you want to be able to see some growth. You want to be able to see small changes, because I'm going to tell you right now, the big changes aren't going to come just like that fast. And if they do come that fast, they won't be sustainable once you get to that height. So, we're going to start off with a warm-up. And it's basically respecting the bar. Always respect the bar, no matter what. So this should be the first thing you lift. Really, when you lift anything, but this should be the first thing you lift when it comes to it. So, first thing you want to do, sit properly, feet spread. Put your hands right. And a little trick to show you to get ready to stretch your muscles that you're gonna need. It's a little trick I do every time before I bench. Basically stretching out your front delts, your shoulders, pulling those tendons. Feels good too on the sleeve. And this method is called, I like to call it 5-3-1 basically. So basically what it is you have your max, right? Whatever that may be. Say your max is 315. So you would at least, okay, on the warm up, I'll say I'm gonna put 135. We're going to throw it up at least 10, 15, 20 times to kind of loosen those muscles up, because the more you grow, the more your bench grows, the more it might take for you to warm up. I always say do it with light weight though, because you don't want to burn yourself out before you get to the weight that you're going to work out with. That was like a good warm up, and it's another thing, as you're going light, it's easy. The lighter you are, the more you can focus on your form, on how efficient and how strong you want your bench press to be. So as you continue to put more weight on, whatever form that you started off with is going to be a follow through. Because as you get heavy, the heavier you go, your form will start to break. So it's essential to make sure you get a good form as you bench press, because you don't want to switch, and never switch as you in the middle of your workout, because that could lead to injuries, because your body, how you warm up is how you should finish. How you start is how you should finish, basically. Alright, we're gonna put some 25s on here. I'm not gonna go do the weight that I usually do because I had my chest workout yesterday, but I'm just showing you guys an example for wherever you are. So like I'm putting 25s on here because let's say your max is let's say your max is 255, right? So I'm not gonna go all the way to my max. So I'm basically, if I'm warming up with 135, okay, I'm gonna at least, I'm still kind of stiff, so I'm gonna warm up with 50% of that. So I'm gonna warm up with, this is 185. So I'm gonna warm up with this 185, and then from then, I'm gonna go to 225, which I'm gonna work out with. And that's when I'm gonna do 5 sets of 5, basically. That's the 5-3-1 method. You're gonna do 5 sets of 5 of 225, and then you're gonna take that off, go to 185, and do between 5 and 8 reps for like 3 sets, and then take that off, and then burn out with 135 again. That's the 5-3-1 method. So we're gonna warm up with this. Real workout. We're gonna put 225. And remember, it's not now this is particular to what you can lift. Remember, so me, I'm working out with 225. I typically would work out with 275 because my max is well above this. So I would do 275. So if your max is, even if your max is 135, your warm-up should be like with I would say with a 25, and then with a 25 and a 10, and then put a 5 on there and bang it out, and then go back and do 5-3-1 with those. So I'm basically gonna show y'all how to do this. And in between each set, especially since this is the quote-unquote heavy set, when you're doing that 5 for 5, or matter of fact, when you're doing for reps, out of the 5 sets, whatever you can get between 3 to 5 sets. 3 to 5 reps within your 5 sets. So if you only can lift it 3 times, that's cool. If you can't lift it if you can't give 5 reps, so whatever you can lift, whatever your 75% of your max is, always get a spot. And if you don't have a spot, just keep it at 3 at least. And give yourself at least 1 to 2 minutes of rest, because it's almost like the powerlifting way. It's like a mixture of powerlifting and bodybuilding, because you're going somewhat of your max and you're lifting less reps, but then you're going down and your reps increase with fewer sets. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're building strength and you're getting the look too. And of course, that's what we both want. So you want to be able to, I've always wanted not just to be strong, but to look. I've wanted to look the part, and I wanted to be strong. I never wanted any SpongeBob strength. So, you know, I don't want to be a blow-up dog. Be at home and sit down, not miss the gym for 2 weeks and come back and I look like I never worked out in the first place. So That's food for thought. So for the myths of working out, you know how some people, like when I first started working out, before I made it to 225, they used to tell me that I had to at least get my weight up. I had to at least weigh 200 pounds and so forth to like lift heavy because it would break me down. But that's a lie, because I used to go through YouTube videos, like really my main focus was trying to gain weight, and it took away from me building strength. Because I was thinking, dang, if I'm only 175, I'm like, if I don't put on weight, if I don't feel full every day, I'm not gonna be able to lift. So it like threw me away mentally. But then one day, I ran across this video, this Asian man, he was 145 pounds, benching 405. So that instantly went out the window. So that just lets you guys know that it's not, you don't have to be fat, you don't have to be big. You know, it helps, of course, but if that's not a part of your genetic design, it's not gonna happen anyway. The main key is your form, your technique, and being consistent with it. Because if you have a good technique, if you're consistent with your technique, as you continue to build, it's only gonna be stronger. And the only thing is, your muscle is just gonna recognize the weight, and it's gonna break down and build stronger and stronger, and it's gonna go up every time. And as the muscle builds, you will too, so the weight is gonna come. The weight is gonna come, the gains are gonna come, everything is gonna come with it. You know, and don't get me wrong, maintaining a good diet helps a lot too. Actually, it's probably more important than the lifting, but it's not, unless you want to be a power builder and you want to go above and beyond. You can meet your goal, like if you want to get to 315, if you want to get to 225, even if you want to get to 405, because believe it or not, I'm only 185 pounds and I'm already at 365. So let that sink in. When I hit 220, when I hit 315, I was only weighed, what, 175. So, food for thought once again. Take it down. That was 75%. Now it's time to take it down to 50. It's gonna be today for me 185. And remember, do whatever you do for your next 3 sets. Make sure it's between 5 to 8 reps for 3 sets. Anywhere between 5 to 8. Now we're past the heavy lifting stage, but we're more so on the hypertrophy. It's time to, you're somewhere in the mid between pumping blood into the muscle and still building strength. So, get into it. 5, we did the 3, now it's time for the 1. This is the burnout. So just do as many as you can do. Typically you'll have a spot for this, so you can bang that last one out. Since it's just me, then it just throw up until I feel like I'm just gonna pass out basically. So let's get to it. So basically, we did our warm-up. We went to 75% of our max, and we did 5 sets between 3 to 5 reps. And then we went down to 50%, 3 sets between 5 to 8 reps, and then we burnt out with that last set. And with those, it's kind of like a pyramid. Like I said, it builds strength. And it's like a powerlifting and bodybuilding type of thing. So it builds strength, hypertrophy, and it builds endurance all in one. And doing those things, adding that routine to your bench workout for beginners or even people, you know, if you feel like you've reached a ceiling, or you feel like you plateaued and you want to be able to get above, try this. I'll guarantee you, because I've been doing it for 2 years almost, and like I said, I went from 135 to right now I'm at like 365, and I've been doing the same workout. And I say add weight once you get to the point where you can do that without a spot. Once you feel like it got to that point, then add more weight to it. You know, I always say just add more weight to it. And as you continue to grow, and just keep growing and keep growing. So I'll say at least every 2 weeks add some more weight to it. Unless if you have a spot, test yourself. You know, if you have a spot, use the spot. So if you want to add an extra 25 pounds, if you want to add an extra 15 pounds, you know, get a spot and just go for it, because you never know. And if you got any more questions about how to increase your bench, like, comment, subscribe. Like the video, first of all. Like the video. Make sure you subscribe. And comment and let me know what you guys think. What you want me to help you guys with next. What you want me to help explain to you on how to grow anything dealing with bench. And we out, man.